All right, so yes, guys, we are back with another episode of Donutson Talks, and as always, calm vibes. And I'm here with a great guest, a great friend, a platinum producer,
Yes,
a
sir.
musician, an artist, Mr.
Nah,
El.
I ain't no artist. You feel me?
You're an artist. You do art, man. You create art. You're an artist. In that
Facts, I feel
sense,
you.
I'm with Mr. El Jefe Beats here. How you doing today, my brother?
Man, I'm good, bro. How you been, man? It's been a minute.
Has been a minute. It's been some years, but she
Facts.
grinding, living life, trying to do right. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you,
Trying to
bro.
trying to get out here in the world. So
I feel you, bro.
me and Jeff go back towards like high school. Like
Sure.
you're a year like older than me, a grade above me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so what would you say your first impression? Like when you first met me or introduced to who I am, what did you think?
I'll never forget the first time I met this nigga Peter, bro. He was in the hallway. I just remember Charles was yelling your name. It was in the first week of school. I'm like, how does nigga Charles know your name in the first week of school, bro? All I was, hey Peter, because you know Charles got that strong ass
Charles, big
voice.
ass, strong voice,
This
one
nigga,
tooth.
yo, all I was, hey Peter, and so then it was just like, he was like, what? So then I was just having a conversation. I'm like, yo, I was like, who is that? I was like, that's that nigga Peter. I'm like, damn, son, niggas know you already, bro. You really must be that nigga, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. So then, obviously, when we first started like have our conversations and shit, I was like, yo, this nigga cool as fuck. He funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You always just been like that. Same, all these years later, same cool ass nigga. You feel me? And
It's the
so I
same.
just have,
It was like the same for you. Like you were just cool, chit chatting. We'll get on the bus and shit. I say this like I was talking with Chris, and it was like Irvin.
mm,
Irvin, you're not. Are you from Irvington?
yeah,
Irvington niggas. You, Kenny, y'all
fact,
motherfuckers is just naturally funny. Y'all niggas was just always a joy to be around. Like that shit. It's the
fact.
same vibe. The sneakers, you was fly. You had the little fits together.
I tried, you know what
You,
I'm saying? It was something, man.
you know, but let's get into it a little bit more. So when did you like when I throughout high school I didn't know you like made music. When did that kind of start? Like production
So
and stuff like that.
I knew going into high school, I wanted to do something music related. You feel me? So obviously, as you know, the closest thing to that was Sutton.
Yeah, yeah.
So the closest thing to that was Sutton. So obviously, it was just like every project I get is like any chance I had to like incorporate some type of like my own original like compositions and shit like that. She would let me do that. So then, what was it? Sophomore year, she didn't let me do it, but junior year, I saw she like because you know she got the keyboard in the background and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so junior year, that's when she first let me touch it. So
Mm.
as like with every project, like all the like BS like movies and shit like that, I did my own stuff. To a point where Miss Sutton was like, "Is this really what you want to do?" I was like, "Yeah." So then she hooked me up with the internship senior year, where
Oh
it was just
shit.
like, yeah. So she hooked me up with the work study, and so then through the work study, that's when I got like a feel for what it's like to do this shit professionally. Oh, I could curse.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Oh, nah, because you know some platforms they don't
Oh
let
no,
you.
I don't. Man, this is called Donutson Talks. My logo got weed in it. We talk about weed all the time.
Oh,
Man,
I bet. So yeah, so from there, I knew what it was like to do it professionally. So from there, I got a sense young, you know, how to carry myself, how to like maneuver, what I should do, what I should say. So
so
it,
what internship was it? Where was it at? That you got
it
like
was
the work
with
study.
Susu Media Group. It was with someone named Susu Stewart. She hooked me up with this engineer. His name Cleachy. He's worked with like Action Bronson.
Point
He
them
done
out.
some.
Shout them out.
Yeah, I got to, man. That's big homie. That's the, you know what I'm saying. He paved the way for me. So he done shit for Beethoven, Action
Shit.
Bronson, fucking Lloyd Banks. I think like mad niggas, bro. Like
Yeah.
mad people. So yeah, he like I've seen firsthand like how it is when it's like business is booming for you. It's like you really don't get sleep. Like it's
True.
been nice where I've seen this man actually wake up in the studio just to just to answer the door for somebody who's about to come in and get their session going. Like it's like that. Like it's literally niggas be your alarm clock. Like that's the type of timing it is. So yeah, from now I was just like, bro, this is definitely something I want to do. So it
Dope.
was yeah, yeah.
Now, so besides for even like when you said Miss Sutton, I remember we had music class and
Mm-hmm.
I see you play the piano. Did that aid you into like learning more about the piano, or you kind of had that knowledge pre-hand already and you just wanted to apply it? You never really had the opportunity to until then.
It's 50-50. Like Miss O, like she would let me have the liberty to like explore because she saw firsthand like I had an ear for music, I have a natural understanding for it. So it was just like every time we had a lesson, I'd be done with that shit in like 5 minutes. I'll branch off, do my own shit, play my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Just experiment with the piano and shit like that. Cause I'm self-taught. Like I never really had piano lessons or nothing like that. I literally just experimented until I picked up on it. So I give credit to Miss O for that because a lot of teachers should just be like, just do this, do that. You could work on. Nah, she just let me be me. So I definitely got to shout her out for that too.
Shout out to Miss O'Ware. She was mad cool, cool little white lady, little hipster, little
Yo, I
like
love
hippie
Miss
little white lady.
Facts. I love Miss O, bro. She is great vibes, bro.
Yeah, so like, and I see like a lot of artists from like even Jersey or Essex County. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
say that. Then you stuck on the side of production. You never wanted to experience the side or ever tried to be on the other side, like as a rapper or something like that.
Like I've thought about it, but I never went through it. Cause ironically, I had this conversation with my boy Eli the other day, where we was just like, "Yo, a lot of the times we will probably get farther if we did it ourselves." But I was always just reluctant to do that because it's like I don't really want that type of like artist attention. You feel me? Because it's
Exactly.
like a lot of these producers, it's like they'll pop up when they pop up, and then when they're gone, nobody really gonna check for them. It's just like, oh, he did this for this, oh, he did that for that. Other than that, if they don't work on shit or don't say shit, it's like nobody checking for them. You feel me?
True, in the cut. I like being in the cut, being incognito
Facts,
myself. Like I dabbled with rap, I have a few songs out and stuff like that, but it's
facts.
kind of not really what I want to do. Like I like the media side of things and like
I
really
feel
just chilling, talking with people, like just vibing. Honestly, like
facts, bro.
so you're from Irvington,
Mm-hmm.
Afghanistan,
Yes,
Jersey.
sir.
What was that upbringing like for you?
So for me, it's like I lived on the border from like the quiet part of Irvington and like the reckless part. It's like Chancellor,
Stuyvesant.
like I live
Um.
like a few blocks out from Stuyvesant. It's like literally like where you cross the bridge. Like there's a bridge in
Oh
Irvington.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I know it. Yeah.
I'm the first street off that bridge, so it's like literally I'm in between like the quiet part, which is by like the school and shit, like Chancellor Avenue Middle, Chancellor Avenue Elementary, where it's like you go up and then it's just like you're going into Maplewood and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then the other side of Chancellor, where it's like you going up, you're going towards like South Ford, Newark and shit. So I was really in between.
Okay, now and you're Haitian, correct?
Yes.
And does that influence you in your music or anyone in your family from the motherland help influence you in your sound or anything like that?
Yeah, I could definitely do that because, like, for me personally, like, well, I know a lot of Haitians can attest to this. This is like there's there's like a 3L rule. All my Haitians know what it is, but in English, it's like you go home, you go to school, and you go to church. Anything else, go for that. There's nothing else. There's only those three things: school, church, and then home. That's it. So me being in church a lot is just like I gravitated towards music as time went on. So definitely being Haitian, just being in like an environment where it's just like, it's like Haitian like worship music is like I could just say it's like second to none. It's just like if you
Ooh, it
listen,
is.
they on your ass about it. It's like they want nothing but the best. You feel me? So they're gonna bring out the best in you. So definitely being Haitian definitely brought up like a sense of like structure the
And
way I
like
approach
what you're
music.
doing. That's true because you remember Romario. Romario's also
Word.
into production, and he kind of said the same thing, like having a Jamaican background and being in church and
Mm-hmm.
having like kind of strict guidelines to follow. Kind of is
Facts.
translated into his music.
Right.
Now, with your production, where do you want to see yourself go? Like from now, you already accomplished so much.
Right.
What's your next step? Kind of.
Well, to everybody, to me personally, I feel like I didn't make it yet. Like I feel like I'm just getting started. Like
I like that.
it's what's next. You feel me? It's like all right, you did it once. Can you do it again? It's like all right, you did it a couple of times, but it's like there's bigger things to that. You know what I'm saying? It's always what's next for me.
I
So
like
as
that.
of right now, like me personally, I just want to say I want to be one of those names that the next generation of producers is just be like I want to be like him. I want to have a name like him. Because for me, it's like I want to be like Pharrell and Timbaland. Like those are the two
Mm.
people production wise. I love them. It's just like I studied them. I get inspiration from them. Like so, I want to have a name like that where it's just like somebody could look at me and be like, "Yo, like
Oh,
I want to."
Hefe.
Exactly.
That's it. Now you said Pharrell. I love Pharrell.
Love Pharrell,
What
man.
what kind of what's about Pharrell and Timberland is a freaking goat. What is about them that like inspired you? Of all like the producers that are out there, what about them two that really stand out?
So for me, like I said, Timberland and Pharrell are the top two because the way they do like their drums, it's like you feel the rhythm and it'd be like a different swing. It's like it's never the same. It's like you'll know it's their bounce, but it never sounds the same. If you get what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
it's just like
Have you heard of Masterclass?
yeah,
So I seen a Timberland Masterclass. He
mm-hmm.
basically like made a beat with his mouth.
Yeah,
Like he was beatboxing. He
yeah,
made a whole song with his mouth.
yup,
Like
yup.
that's just skill. And something
Facts.
like Pharrell, would you also want yourself to become more, not even like a musical icon, but an icon in other endeavors in like the world?
Yes, like that's another thing I love about Pharrell. It's just like it's not just music with him. It's like when you hear the name, you know his pedigree. You know
Yeah.
it's not just music. He's done fashion. You
Hmm.
know, like he's done a bunch of things in like the game. You feel me? Where it's just like, yo, like he's a serious person. It's like when you hear the name, you'll know he stands out in more than one way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, I want that too as time goes on. So
And now, what are those other things that you really want to pursue then?
like you said, like I want to be on my like Travis shit where it's like I get like my own collab. You feel me? Because I've always been with the sneakers and shit. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
with clothes and shit. So I definitely want to dip into that world. What else? Probably I don't know. Probably like directing videos and shit like that.
You
You
got any
know,
merch out or anything like that now?
not I'm working on it because I'm gonna give you an exclusive. I'm heavily considering working on my own type of like Khaled album. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm giving you the scoop right now. I'm
Okay.
heavily considering. I'm like 75% sure about doing it right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I had that lined up. I kind of had that. I was gonna ask you about that. Have you ever
Word.
thought about that? Because I know other producers that I know are kind of going with that. Even like recently, DJ Scheme
Mm?
dropped like the Family album.
Facts.
And do now for that and like this transition to like New Jersey. A lot of New Jersey artists and producers and graphic, whatever it is in New Jersey, a lot is said that we hold each other back. We don't
Right.
really encourage each other and to strive and do more. Do you kind of see that end on you, like the love and hate on your side, or if it's one or the other?
I could definitely say for me personally, it's a mixture of both. Like with niggas in Jersey, like they'll see I he did good, and then they'll feel entitled to work like for me to work for them or with them just because it's like they from Jersey and I know 'em. So a lot of the times that's why I steer away from working with niggas in Jersey because it's like that type of energy. Why would I want to work with that? You feel me?
Yeah,
But there's also opposite where it's just like niggas will come on me on some respectful shit. They'll just be like, yo, I would love to work with you, bro. Like if like no matter how much you charge or whatever, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to work with you, feel me? Because it's just like I read into your background. I respect how like what you did in the game, blah, 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 blah. And so then it's just like energy like that. It's just like I'll be like, bro, like I'll work with you, you feel me? Like
yeah,
just come in like a certain type of way with me, I'll work with you, bro.
definitely.
You
Yeah,
feel
it's definitely the approach because like you see, it's like, oh, this dude. Like, you ever heard of Chris Patrick?
me? Mm-hmm.
So like Chris Patrick, I've like been listening to him for a while, but he gets a lot of hate. People like Sue Surf gets a lot of like some of the bigger
Right.
names. They get a lot of hate, and I'm just like, bro, Jersey to me, I'm from Jersey, of course, we're from Jersey, but
Right.
we're like we have so much talent, and I think like that aspect of people kind of hating on one another is holding us back like hugely. Like we had to me like New York is popping, they have Pop Smoke, Fabio Foreign, they got
Mm-hmm.
Smooth Out. We got those caliber artists,
We do, yeah.
but we're not pushing. We don't really have a push to put them out. Like those people are getting pulled by legends like 50 Cent and like, let me take you under my wing.
Right.
No one in Jersey is really doing that.
Yeah, cause like I said, bro, it's like niggas in Jersey be feeling entitled. Cause it's like they see that New York niggas, they it's not like that for them. Atlanta niggas not like for them. But it's just like just because they see somebody in Jersey pop off, they feel entitled. It's like, oh, he has to put me on just because I'm
Yeah,
from
he
Jersey.
has. Yup. Yeah,
You
and
feel me?
it's
That's what
gonna
it
be like
is.
that.
Cause I was literally having a conversation about that. They was like, why do niggas hate? Like, why do niggas never put niggas on? But that's mainly the reason. Like, I'm a prime example of that. Like, I really do not want to work with niggas that come that type of way where it's just like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, send me some beats. It's like I don't know you. Like, who
Yeah,
are
I don't
you?
know you.
What's your
Yeah, I'm
name?
not gonna send you beats that you're not
Like,
gonna pay me for, that you're not probably gonna credit me on.
yeah, like it's niggas from like different states and shit. It's like they are respectful with it. It's like they don't come with that type of energy. They just be like, "Yo, I want to know how much you charge. You know, if it's too much, can we negotiate?" Like they ask like the right questions that
Questions.
makes me
Yeah.
want to work with them. Jersey niggas don't do that. That's the main problem.
And I sometimes do you see it as like since you have a certain pedestal, they're like shit. If I get under him, that's gonna move me up. Also, other
Mm-hmm.
than really working on the craft, because I said like you can't come to someone and try. You could, but you can't come to someone and be like, "Yo, let's collab," but you don't really have the work ethic or the material behind you to kind of be
Right,
like, let's collab and kind of be equal. They kind
right,
of looking want someone who's already up and they want to like crab in a barrel type situation. I'm
right,
gonna pull you down and pull myself up
right.
at that, and I feel like that's ridiculous in Jersey.
Nah, man, that is like I said, bro. It's
But,
just
but who are your
people just
who are your, some of your favorites in Jersey? Not on a for a negative spin. Who are the some people from Jersey that you know and that you want to work with and that you kind of really want to see blow up?
well, first of all, I gotta start with my boy Naweezy. Shout outs to Naweezy. That's my guy. Like he's tough. I want him to blow up for real. We've done some songs together and shit, but he's like he calls himself the voice of Irvington, bro, and I strongly agree with that. Like the love he shows and the respect he moves to get, like you'll notice that from a mile away, and I respect him. So definitely he's one. Um, I'll probably throw some artists y'all don't know. My boy Malcolm, he goes by Mars B. I want to see him go far instead. There's a lot of people I can't think of them all. Like
Off
when
top,
this,
yeah. When you put
yeah,
it like off top, you can't really put it together.
you feel me? But there's a lot of people I could just tell you that right now. Oh, Liv Banks when she finally decides to drop music. We was talking for a little bit. Shout outs to her. We gonna work on some music. Yeah, there's a lot of people, bro.
Bet. Nah, I like to hear that because it's all about spreading more information. Because there's like music that people don't know that should
Mm-hmm.
definitely be put onto. Because a lot of people don't have the platform or don't have the fans yet to kind of pursue and push them to like that kind of next level.
No,
Um,
absolutely, bro.
and so I see that you do have a YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
but and I see a lot of producers. They took the type beat method.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like doing type beats, like Drake type beat,
Yeah.
this type beat. You didn't do that. Why was that an executive decision on having things kind of like bespoke, or that just wasn't like the type of wave you was wanted to be on?
Actually, I started off doing that, but then I just find myself just being like, this is, what I'm saying? Like, it's an oversaturated process to go about, doing type beats. Cause it's like a lot of the times, like they'll try to look within like the first like 3, 4, like, what I'm saying, videos and shit to really find what they're looking for. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be that 1 through 5 video. You feel me? Because it's like millions upon millions of producers on YouTube
yeah,
trying to get on. You feel me? So I was just like, let me just do something different. So literally, the way I blew up is the way I started getting my name out there and my resume getting filled up. Like I literally just worked with artists. Like I would hit somebody up directly. Like if I saw that it was like an even playing field where it's like I could offer you this while you offer me this, it was just like it always worked.
yeah.
So
That's
I
a
would
go. Yep.
so I would always make like music with the artist. So then if we make good music, it's like obviously they're gonna be like, yo, who did that for you? It was like it's my boy Jefe. Like you can hit him up, you know what I'm saying? He's not like he'll charge you X amount of money. But at the time I wasn't charging people because I was more so trying to work on my
Build
resume.
your name. Yeah, get your
Exactly.
name out there.
So I wasn't really worried about charging. So I just kept doing that to a point where it was just like my resume was so deep where it was just like when they finally came to, Queen, she would just be like, yo, let me hear something. I would send her what I did, and then I would send her like some instrumentals. And she was just like, yo, this is dope. Like, I want to work with you. I was like, bet.
And for guys and girls, I'm just guys. Yeah, I don't know who Queen is. Y'all know Queen. I always say her name wrong. Naja,
It's Queen Naja.
Queen
Yeah.
Naja.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mr. Hefe, two-time platinum producer.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me throw that out there again. Two-time platinum producer.
Yes,
I know
sir.
that. Did you cry? I know something like that would make me cry. Like that would just
Bro,
touch
like
home.
a lot of people ask me this, bro. It was like it didn't hit me until I physically saw it. But when I physically saw it, it was more so like I want another one. It
Mm,
wasn't even like a crying moment. It was just like, bro, I just
let's
want to,
do it.
like, it's just like, bro, I need to get enough more of these. I want to have a house full. That was my initial thought. I was just like, bro, this is what it feels like to be at the top.
Yeah.
I
Do you
want.
have them on you? Do you have them?
I mean, I could go get them. You feel me?
That's if
I'll,
you want to. You don't
no, I
gotta get them
don't
if you don't
mind.
want to.
I mean, if you want to see
We
them, I
we
don't
get
mind.
we get them later. We get them
All right,
later.
we
We
get
get
them
them
later. All right,
later. But how did you even get that connection with Queen?
bro, I just DM'd her.
Just DM'd her.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just DM'd her, bro.
damn.
Like,
Would you?
bro, that's the thing. It's just like a lot of the times, like, it doesn't hurt to DM these artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be surprised. Like, I've gotten a story where this girl dead DM Jeremiah like an empty slot to her song, and he did it. Like,
Wow.
the power of the DM is real. Like, it's not like they don't see it.
Yeah.
It's just you probably have to find a way to stand out when you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just DM'd her, bro.
And she just rocked. That's cool. That's cool. Because
Word,
I'm
bro.
about to say a lot of people do probably do the DM method. So is that kind of like the last bullet in a revolver? You just like, oh shit, she seen it. Did you intentionally like, I'm gonna make this for her and send it out, or you was just like kind of mass kind of messaging people that you wanted to work with?
Nah, so what happened was I always give credit to my girl for this because I always tell her every day, like this is because of her. Like everything I have is because of her. But literally, what happened was she heard the song "Medicine," right? So then that same night, like the same night she released it, I believe, or the day after. I believe it was probably the same night. I can't remember. But she told me she was like, "Yo, did you hear that new song from Queen?" I was like, "Nah." What is it called? She was like, "It's called Medicine." I was like, "Where? Wow, what happened?" She was like, "It sounds like stuff like the type of beats you make." I was like, "For real?"
Ooh.
Yeah. So then I listened to it. I was like, "Bro, I did have like 4 or 5 of these sitting in my computer right now." You feel me? So then she was like, "Yo, like try to DM Queen, see if she, you know what I'm saying?" Because what happened was Queen had responded to us before because I like this was back when she was like first popping off on YouTube and she was
Yeah.
motion and shit. So me and my boys had hit her up. We did promotion with her. So it was like I already knew she responded to DMs. So my girl was just like, "Yo, like DM her, like." She was responded before. Who's to say she's not going to respond now? So I was like, yeah, you're right. So I shot her a DM. I was like, I heard your song Medicine. I loved it. I do a lot of stuff like this. If you're into that type of vibe, like, we can connect, build from there. I can send you what I have and we'll just go from there. So then she hit me back. She sent me an email address. So I was like, I bet. Nah, I'm gonna like, you know what I'm saying?
It's go mode. It's
It's
go
go
time.
time. Like I was really digging in my computer. And so then after that, I was like, I don't know. Like this one, like I know this one's gonna be it. And then this one, I'm gonna just see what she feels about it. You know what I'm saying?
Just
So I
lob
sent
it
her,
up.
yeah, so I sent her 2 tracks. She loved both of them. One of them she recorded to, but it just didn't work out. Like we didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then the second one was Karma.
Karma. Yes, Karma is one of the ones that's platinum, and the other one's butterflies.
Yes, sir. So what happened was after I sent her Karma, it was just like she was like, "Yo, do you have more? Because I want to work on the EP." So then
Ooh.
after that, I was just like, "Yeah, I got some more." You know what I'm saying? So what happened was like shout out to my boy like James. He's known on YouTube as Just Acoustic. 200,000 subscribers. He does like all the acoustic covers of like popping songs. Like,
Yeah.
so if you ever hear like acoustic version of like popping songs where they do covers and shit, it's most likely his stuff.
All right.
But yeah, so I had took one of his covers. He did "Congratulations" from Post Malone and Quavo. So I took that from YouTube. I chopped it up. I slowed it down. So then after that, I had did like a little piano over it, and then I sent it to Queen. And so then after that, I was like, "How you feel about this?" She was just like, "Yo, I love this." And that's when I knew she loved guitars. Like one thing about Queen, she loves
Those,
guitars, bro. Like she loves
don't
guitars.
spill the juice. Don't spill the juice.
I mean, it
You can
changed
share the
now.
sauce, but it's I like
Nah,
style change.
her style changed now, so it's not the same no more. So as of right now, it's like she's growing every day as an artist. So I mean, you could try, but most likely she's gonna be like that was the old Queen. So good luck with that, man. For anybody watching, good luck. So yeah. So at the time, she was like madly in love with guitar. She was like, "Oh my god, this is perfect. This is what I needed." Blah blah blah. So then she worked on it. But for me to listen, like when I heard it, it was literally like I believe like a month before she dropped it. And then when I heard, I was like, "Bro, this is gonna be a hit."
I
When I
like
heard it,
that.
I was like, bro, this is gonna be a hit.
Because you feel it, and it's you feel it outside of like this is my I gave for this. You kind of do you looked at it as a fan perspective of
No,
just
I listened
music.
to it as like a ear of music.
Okay.
It was just like forget the fact that I did this. It was just like, bro, what they did with this song is gonna go far. That's generally how I felt. It was, and then later, that's when I was like, bro, I really did that. Like that's me.
That's yeah. That's kind of have so
Mhm.
yeah. Like you said you got the plat like you got the plat and you want you like I want another one. I want another one.
Mhm.
Did you ever even take a step back and still like kind of congratulate yourself at all?
Oh yeah, all the time. You know what I'm saying? You really just like sometimes I would that just go look at them and just be like, bro,
I did this.
I really did that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's physical proof that you're made for the industry. It's
Yes.
physical proof. Like you look at it every day, and that's your reminder that I could do music full time. Like I could really be a household name. I could work with the best of the get. I work with the best of the game. Period. You know what I'm saying? So
So
I was
now, are you signed or anything like that? Or are you like an independent like producer?
so right now I have management and then I have publishing. So with publishing, it's just like they take care of like my paperwork and stuff like that. If I work on like a big time song, so they'll take care of it, do the negotiation, all that type of stuff, and then they'll help me collect the funds that I make worldwide. So that's my situation right now. But as far as labels, nah, I'm not saying.
Are you interested in that, or are you like kind of everything in
I
house?
mean, I'm open to it, but it's not something I'm actively pursuing. It's just like if the time is right, the time's right type of thing.
I like
But
that.
I'm
Yeah.
not really out here just like, yo, I want to sign with you. Can you sign me? Like, it's not really that type of time.
I like that because a lot of people they kind of not saying it's quick money or anything like that, but they
Mm-hmm.
definitely kind of take a if someone throws a contract at them, they're taking it or they're kind of actively seeking that
No, right.
contract for
Mm-hmm.
that kind of to push it. And I believe in the label like joining with a label, and I also
Mm-hmm.
like am a big fan of staying independent
Right.
for like artists. And
Right.
owning your own owning everything, owning your masters. That's like a big thing now, like owning
Right.
your
Right.
own
Right.
masters and stuff like that. So that's like a kind of a big thing. I know because Queen is under Capitol,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really hear a lot of problems coming out of like the Capitol, like people from Capitol or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. That's why like I wanted to ask, like, were you under that umbrella with them also? But other than Queen, I know Queen's a big point. Have who are the other some of the other industry individuals that you like collab with?
I mean, so far I can't really name drop because it's like,
Ooh, I like when you can't name drop.
yeah, I can't name drop because it's like I've done stuff for them, and then right now it's on hold. So until I know for sure that it's gonna come out, I can't really say names.
But some names though. Some names?
I mean, I the how can I put it? They good names.
They
You
good
know,
names.
they some
I
good
like
names.
that.
I
That's
could I
it.
could just leave it right there. Some
And they
good
good
names.
name. And
Yeah.
let's say you can't divulge much, but are you hopeful of like are you hopeful that they're coming out or they're like up in the air still?
I'm hopeful that they're coming out. Like it's more so it's 50-50 because a lot of the times with labels they'll be like, oh, I want this. We have to do this for such and such. And so then something will come up where it's just like, say for example, they'll see what's trending and then they'll just be like, I don't know if this really falls into what's trending right
What's
now.
popping?
Exactly. So that's what a lot of the times happens with like songs that are being pushed through labels and stuff like that. But it's just like with the artist directly, I haven't really had too many interactions like that yet. But 2021 is going to be a whole different year.
2021
So
is definitely gonna be a whole
hopefully,
different year.
hopefully, something changes.
How okay? But now you're talking about going into the future, but let's say 2020 has been like a pretty shitty year.
Nah, it's been
From
shitty, bro.
it's been pretty shitty, a lot of bad. But also, I always say I felt as though it's a great period, also a good time for reflection. You kind of
Absolutely
got to sit back and look at like, fuck, this is happening, but I need to get on my ball. I need to get on my bully.
facts.
What realizations has 2020 have brought to you? And has work slowed up? I know a lot of artists were saying like work has slowed up.
Hmm.
I know that's a jumbo question, but what has it brought to you, 2020?
So I'll definitely say it's allowed me to have time to really sit back and then just go through what I've done, what I'm doing, and then what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely giving me that perspective to look at things in that light. And then obviously, like you said, for a lot of artists, it is true. Work slowed up. Some people have home studios. Some people can't travel, can't perform. Stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely it was crappy because I know Queen was supposed to tour with Janae Aiko today. That would have been a crazy tour, but COVID messed that up. So, but I definitely had a lot of time to reflect and just be like, I hold myself accountable a lot of times where it's just like, did I do enough?
Mm.
Is there more I could have done? And then it's just like, if there is stuff, what am I going to do? How am I going to approach this next time? How am I going to make sure I don't fall into these situations next time? So it's just been a lot of reflection, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I can just tell from like speaking with you, even from knowing you in the past, but speaking to you more now, you're not in the realm of complacency.
Right,
It's never want to be stagnant. Always want to keep moving, and
right,
I like that because a lot of people in this world, and then a lot of people that we like went to school with and like interacted with, they're stagnant and they're like kind of stuck in what they're whatever they're doing. Not saying it's good or bad, but definitely in a rut in a sense. But you kind of always want to keep pushing and keep moving with that,
right.
which is wonderful.
Yeah,
Now, going into the future, what does the future hold for Hefe? Whether it's music or even like outside of music, what's going on?
definitely just know I'm constantly working. If it's not with music, it's with something, you know. But for the most part, excuse me, with music, I'm not done yet. Like I said, I'm just getting started, bro. It's just like when I saw the plaques, I was just like, I have to get better from here. Because it's like one thing I want myself, I want to be known for. It's just like you'll hear the growth. You'll hear how much I improve. You're like, I'll know what, this was, but I want to push it so it can sound different and it'll be better than what it was before. I'm always
Yeah,
pushing. Bro. So like,
yeah.
that's just
I didn't
like,
ask this before, but what would you describe your sound of production? How would you describe your sound?
it's like like me, I just like to bring a vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whatever vibe I envision, I want the listener to know what I envisioned when it came to when I made the product, like when I went to made the production. So if you in like a good mood, I have to bring good vibes. If you want to like chill out, I gotta come with the chill vibes. Like I want you to know what you're supposed to feel. Because a
Mm,
lot of times with songs, it's just be like I don't know how I should feel about it. Like a lot of people will say that. Where it's just like if they're listening to something for the first time, they'll just be like, "Yo, I really don't know how I should feel about this song." Like it's
yeah,
something people say, but when you hear what I made, I want you to know what you should.
definitely true. Yeah, I do get that sense of that like listening like, all right, this motherfucker wanted us to chill on the beach
Facts,
and vibe out with this, or he wanted us to be in a little party and get a little dance going. Now,
facts.
I do feel that. Now, what is a dream collab of yours that you, whether it's like you said you wanted to do like branding, like merch and other things, music. What is a collab that you want to like manifest? Let's just say like that you're gonna do. Let's manifest it.
Oh, like with an artist or just like in general?
Or in general, just well, or the artist, but just in general.
Definitely Drake. Artist wise, Drake half out. Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
As soon as I work with Drake.
I posted today on my Instagram. I was like, Drake has the most powerful feature in music right now.
No,
What do
he
you feel
really
about
does.
that?
He really does. Cause a lot of the artists I wouldn't have looked into them if it wasn't for a feature they did with Drake.
Mm,
I'm
yeah,
not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna act like yo, I knew who that was before Drake. No. A lot of the times, as soon as Drake did a feature with them, like for example, Fabio Foreign when he did the song Demon with him,
yeah.
that's when I really started looking into Fabio. And that's when I was like, oh, I really rock with this nigga, bro.
Now, is it you rock save about Fabio? Are you rocking with Fabio, or do you like that New York drill scene?
Bro, I fuck with New York drill. Like, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like Pop Smoke got me into it, and then the more I looked into other niggas like Fabio and shit, I was just like, bro, this shit hard.
What about UK drill now?
UK drill,
Have you ever tapped into there?
I have. I've listened to a couple of Skepta stuff.
Oh, no. Okay, Skepta. Okay, Skepta and them. Those are mainstream. Those are like,
I haven't, yeah, I haven't looked into the underground scene yet. So if you got any suggestions, let me know
yeah, I
because I'm
could.
trying to get
To me,
into it.
like, even though he's like mainstream, my favorite like drill rapper from the UK is J Hus,
Okay.
and he's kind of mainstream, I guess, but real raw, like grassroots, like straight bars, talent, everything. That's why I really yeah. But yeah, so Drake, off of Drake, because Drake, I think Drake is the top collab, probably about anyone.
Right.
Um, but where do you see like this realm of music heading right now? Like you said, you have a tune like a good ear for music. I consider myself, I have one too. Where do you see music heading?
So, like, I can't really say it's biased, but from a lot of the conversations I've had, because I don't know if you heard of the app Clubhouse.
Yeah, I've heard of Clubhouse. Yeah,
Yeah, so a lot of conversations that are being discussed when I've talked to like OGs and stuff, where it's just like music in the space where it's like they want to pick up on what's trending, you know. So a lot of the time, stuff would trend just because of like stupid TikToks, stuff like that. So they'll just be like, okay, I want this because this is what the kids are listening to. This is what the kids like, blah 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 blah. Because the majority of the consumer are young people, you
yeah,
know. So I was having this one conversation where it was just like because the labels are trying to focus on what's popping. If you want to change the landscape of what's selling, you gotta build on that and then show labels this is what you should be pushing because
yeah.
it's not like it's not capable of trending, but you didn't take the time out to, you know, test it and see if it would trend while we did that work for you. So
Yeah, I feel it's
that's
like the biggest shift in music that we have had in a while was around 2016,
mhm,
2017, like when Uzi and 21 Savage,
yeah,
Kodak, when they all kind of started to Lil Yachty, when they all started to kind of pop off, that's when
right,
we had like that real change in music.
right,
But I do see what you're saying. Everyone's looking for a trend. Everyone's looking for a hit,
hmm,
and not looking to put out this kind of quality music. Everybody wants that
exactly,
club banger.
exactly.
Like, not saying that can't be good music, but it's not longevity.
It's not longevity, you know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing I was talking to with my OG too. Like, when was the last time you really listened to an album from cover to cover, bro?
Damn. I was talking about this the other damn by Kendrick. That was the last time I really listened to, like, even though I lied because I listened to music. I listened like Cuddy's last, but like damn was the last cover to cover that I was like, this is great.
Exactly,
And
like
that was years ago. That was like almost
exactly,
3 years
bro.
ago.
You feel me? Like, like you said, it was Kendrick, and then for me, it was like Trap Soul. I've listened to that cover to
Mm,
cover, but it's just like it's rare to say. Like,
yeah.
I've listened to the entire project. I can quote almost every song
Without skipping a song,
without
skipping a
skipping a song.
beat,
You know what I'm saying?
not feeling bad about
Like, I
nothing.
want to bring that back where it's just like no matter who released it or what time it released, no matter what, it's just like people would want to take the time out to listen to every song.
Yeah. So back to what you said earlier, you're kind of trying to work on like a DJ Khaled esque like
Mm-hmm.
tape. Now, is that going to like all those are always different vibes, different like type of songs and stuff.
Right.
What is your goal? What is your goal with that? What do you want to see come out of that?
What I want to see is a few things. One, I'm a threat to like a lot of the top producers where it's
Talk
just
your
be like,
shit. Let
yo,
them know.
you feel me? Like, I'm a threat. That's one. Two, I want to bring back being able to, actually enjoy an entire project, not just one song, two songs, like an entire project. And then three, I'm hoping that it opens a window where it's like if I do another one, I can dip into like I could get more artists than what I'm planning on having on the project. So yeah.
Okay, I like that. And now you're kind of like you're more your space right now is more like hip hop and R&B.
Mhm.
Do you feel as though you want to like branch out and go like dubstep or even like pop or even on the lines of like what Trippy does? Like he does like that like melodic, sad boyish type music. Like, where do you see yourself branching into like other styles of production?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like hip hop, R&B, those are like my go-to lanes. It's like those. I'm not gonna say I master, but it's just like I develop my sound with those. You know what I'm saying?
I would even like when you say man, you don't have to master, but like that's our culture.
Right.
That's just
Exactly.
embedded in our body, regard like
Right.
why just for us being. But what genre do you kind of want to dabble in that you're kind of more excited into getting outside of like hip hop
Um,
and R&B?
I've already dipped into Afro beats.
Ooh, big.
Addicted.
That's coming. That's gonna be big.
I've done a dance hall track before. I've done it. I little did I know I did a country track. To me, it was R&B, but it ended up like people was like, "Nah, this sound like some country shit." I was like, "Wow, for real?" It was like, "Yeah." So then when they like recorded, I was like, "Oh, this is some country shit."
Shit.
So you know what I'm saying? So I've done country. What else? I have done EDM because when I first started, I dead was like so heavy on trying to get my music in H&M. I
Ooh.
swear to God, I was trying to get my music in H&M. So I've
Were you
done some
successful on that end?
very close, very very close, very close. It didn't happen, but I was very close. So yeah, I've done some EDM. I've done I don't know if you know Selection.
No.
Okay, so there's this style of like production where it's just like elaborate, where it's just like it's literally like a sonical experience,
Ooh,
where
I
it's
like
just
that.
like a lot of shit is going on at one time, where it's just like you can hear every detail, shit like that. I've done that before, but yeah, I've definitely tapped into a lot of other stuff besides hip hop and R&B, bro.
I like that because that's like you said, growth, doing more and showing people that you're here for the long run. You're not here for like
Exactly,
for fun. Because like once again, a lot of people are stagnant. People are just trying to get that next big hit, big bop, but that's
exactly.
not it. That's
Nah,
not it.
bro. Cause me, like a lot when I talk to people, like, cause I show a lot of people like how to produce and stuff, like how to go about it and stuff like that. The one question I ask, well, the one thing I always tell them is just like, when you hit up Southside, what do you want from Southside? And so then it's just like you share like trap beat, hard shit, like
Yeah.
hard 808s. It's like, do you want to be that producer where it's like you're known for one thing, or do you want to tap into every bag? So it's like no matter what record, like a label or whatever wants, they can go to you.
Yep. And pick you out. Yeah, that's true.
Like versatility to me is the main thing when it comes to wanting to go far in music. It's
Yeah,
like
you
I
don't
don't
want
want
to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
nah, you can go.
No, I'm saying you don't want to be typecast. Like
Exactly.
you don't want to be known as like you just said. Like you don't want to be as named 808 Mafia. He kind of put himself in that realm himself, but you don't want to be known
Yeah,
for doing like that one style. Yeah, you want to kind of be a master of all cuisines.
exactly, bro. Cause it's like London on the track. Like when he dropped R&B, I was like, oh, he crazy on R&B. Cause it was like for the first half, I never really heard R&B from him. I know he did mad stuff for Young Thug, know all them niggas. So it's
Yeah.
like when he went with Summer Walker and he did that album, I'm like, bro, this man is crazy.
Yep. Yeah. Well, speaking of Summer Walker, because she's like one of my like she's new, like a newer artist. She's one of
Mm-hmm.
to me one of my favorite. Who are some artists, whether known unknown, that you feel as though they're about to be on the next wave of good music?
Next wave of good music, like R&B or
Anything, because I even I seen on your Instagram like Che Ekru. I seen
mm-hmm.
that you kind of like made like a little, and
Yeah,
he's different,
fire, bro.
different fire.
It's fire,
Like so,
bro.
like on the lines of like someone like coming up. Who are your like favorites that are coming up right now?
Definitely Che. Che is my guy. Um, Recently I got put onto this artist. His name is Masadi. He got a track on Escape Tracks. Like fire, bro. Like I consider him to be like the next generation Daniel Caesar type.
Mm. Yeah, Daniel Caesar got blackballed out the the industry,
Like
kind of.
he's gonna be that next up guy, bro. Like he's that fire, bro. So definitely a artist named Masadi. Who else, bro? Who else, bro? Like I hate these type of questions because it's like so many people I can't
Think
think of.
about like yeah on the spot.
Yeah,
But no, because a lot of times, like once we said again earlier, a lot of people don't know about a lot of artists, and
facts.
because sometimes you're not in that realm of what you're listening to, and like Apple Music and stuff, they don't show you everybody.
No,
Like
they
if
don't.
I listen to like gospel, they're gonna show me everything gospel. They're not really gonna show me like other things. So it's like
No,
always
absolutely.
feel as though it's good to branch out and kind of see what other people listen to, especially if you got a trained ear like you do this. You don't dabble. You do
Nah, I
this.
don't dabble, bro.
Like you
I
do
don't
this.
dabble,
So
bro. Your
hearing it
word.
from someone like who's really into it, give a perception of music. A lot of people be like, oh, all right, this shit I never heard of.
Right.
Like so, but that's always good. But for your once, I'm gonna go back to your tape because I was excited about. Like I was gonna ask you that because that's something that people do successfully, and some people do like and they fail.
Mm-hmm.
But from the beats I've heard, and I even like how you chopped up some people's songs and put your own spin on it. I just was really excited for that. Now, you probably can't divulge. You said you're still deciding on it, but what are some artists that you want to shout out? I want you to shout them out that you want to have on that tape, whether they know it or not.
Alright, so definitely I gotta shout out Baby B. I want her on my project. I'm gonna talk to her about it. Hopefully she does it. She's super dope, bro. Like super dope. Like her tape, fire. Like her tape even got Chris Brown. Like she got a Chris Brown cosign. I want her on my tape. Who else? Hopefully, nah. I'm not gonna say that one. I'm not gonna say that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that one.
So I put you on the spot again.
Yeah, I can't dig too deep in there because I want to have some type of suspense. If I do, like, most likely I'm going to do it, but I want to keep some type of suspense. So I'm not going to name drop that one. I want my boy Mars B on there. Shout outs to him. I'm gonna have my homie Liv Banks on there. I was talking to her about it. Like, we gonna do a song together. Like, she get herself situated. I want her on there.
Are we hearing any Jefe bars?
Not at all, bro.
Not at all.
Maybe on the next one. I gotta see how this one do, bro. Maybe on the next one, bro. Maybe on the next one.
I like to hear that. But now, no, we're about to wrap up a little bit.
I bet.
But for everyone out there, once again, El Jefe, what you want the people to know? What do you want the people to know about you and to look forward to right now?
Definitely look forward to upcoming music from me, which will probably include my own personal project. Definitely be on the lookout for that. More stuff with Queen Naja definitely coming, so be on the lookout for that. I was on the talks about that. We're still on the on the negotiations to see what we're gonna do. But she's definitely working on a deluxe album, so hopefully we'll see if I'm on there. Yeah, just definitely just watch out for me because, like I said, bro, I'm gonna be a threat one of these days, bro.
No, you are a threat right now.
Oh, bro,
you're a threat right now.
There you go. I'm a threat.
You're a threat. Let them know. Shout out Irvington.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Haiti.
Afghanistan, set up on my niggas. We
Afghanistan.
Feel me.
I love Irv. Yeah, I love that shit. Afghanistan. I remember you guys first told me that. I was like, what the fuck is Afghanistan? I never correlated it.
Nah, bro. Like Mir, he knows, bro. Mir, he knows. He was the one that got me saying it, bro.
Irvington. That's just good. If y'all don't know what Irvington is, y'all could Google it.
Yeah, they gotta Google it, bro.
If y'all don't know what Irvington is, y'all can Google it. But people, as always, I'm your host, Teddy D. If you want to fuck with me, you're going to have to meet the AK. That didn't rhyme, but, and as always, I'm with a great guest, once again, El Jefe.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me, my guy.
No problem. We'll have you up again. We're doing it via Zoom, but when COVID over, I'm definitely trying to do more in-person things.
Facts.
More bigger groups of discussion with different people.
Right.
And a lot more. Like you said, you got things in the work. I got things in the work. But as always, bro, appreciate you for coming up, spending some time with me.
Man, I'll look out for you, my guy. I'm always here for you, bro. Just hit me. I'm here.
Thank you. No, much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
All right, people. Can I get a deuces?
Yes, sir.
All right, Papa Perk gang.
Nah, fuck that, nigga.
I always end like that. Every episode.
Bro. You about to have me caught up in some shit. I'll pop.
He doesn't do drugs, people. I do.
When I close my eyes,